Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Been a minute, I know. So anyways, gonna make a long overdue video, long awaited video. We are going to make a test run with the homemade log splitter. I've actually had this done for probably a year now, and I ain't put it up. I know, shame on me. Just busy. And I run it last year, so gonna run it this year. We are in the wood yard. Got a big stack ready to go, and I still got the Hudson Wolverine. I know someone's going to ask about it. Yes, there's a video coming soon. Got a load of logs ready for it. So, also got some new equipment. Bought one of them Chinese mini excavators here the other day. That is a handy machine. So, you know, I won't do a great big job, but it's super handy for lots of little stuff I need to do. I was going to do some digging, water lines, and dig out stumps, and all kinds of stuff, and that was just gravy. So, and that one come with the hydraulic thumb on it too. So anyways, back to this. I know people have been wanting to see this. This is the homemade splitter. I'll try to find a picture of the other one. When I first brought this in, it had an axle through the center of it here, and it was right on the ground. They used to build them that way. I don't know why, but I've got the log lift on it. Works awesome. Got a 13 horse Predator with a 22 gallon a minute pump on it. Let me get out of the light here. With a 22 gallon 2-stage pump on it. Works just beautiful. Works great together. And can't remember how big of a tank that is. I know someone's going to say it's not big enough. Yeah, technically it's not. I think it's like a 12 gallon or something. Took 2 buckets and a hair more to fill it. So something like that, if I remember right. And valves, got that. Got the return, the auto detent. This one was on the splitter. The tank was on the old splitter. I reused it. I had everything here, minus hydraulic lines, which you always got to buy them, and the 2 jacks I had to buy. And the only thing I'm going to do on an improvement, I'm going to drop a 4-way wedge. I'm going to build one for this, drop over 4-way wedge, as it needs it, and I'm going to widen this pan. I didn't have enough material at the time. That was all I had, so it was either that or nothing. And it's had one boo-boo, giant round, just barely got it. So I can get about probably 4 more inches on each side. It'll give me like, you know, 8 inches or 6, 3 to 4 inches on each side. But at the time that was all I had, and it was that or nothing. So it does have a removable tongue. Comes out of your way. If I can do it and hold the camera here. But just pull that out. Nice and easy. I'll stick a pin in that in a minute, but I do want to widen that and put a 4-way. That's about the only thing I want to not really improve on the 4-way. I just need to build it, and then I want to improve the pan a little bit, make it a little wider. But I think this turned out really good for scrap. And you know, it really didn't cost me hardly nothing to put this together, other than the stupid hoses was like $500. That was unreal. Them things are just high. And the 2 jacks, I think that cost me about 150 bucks. But someone's probably gonna say something about this. Yes, I put 2 jacks on this. Did that for a reason. That is for leveling and stability. This thing doesn't move. Very, very little. I mean, you really got to try to move it. You got to sit there and rock it side to side to make it to move. Splitting wood, it don't. It will not. I mean, it's just, you know, when I was trying to build this, excuse me folks, it is bright. Ah, that's better. Can't see the back of the screen, so I had to take them off. But anyway, when I was looking at designs on these, everything I found, it seemed like, you know, didn't matter who it was, Easton made, Wolf Ridge, Allwood, Brute Force, all of them made these incredibly awesome splitters that were just, you know, phenomenal. And then they wanted to cheap out on a jack. They'd put one on one side, or one little stinger leg, little bitty Mickey Mouse thing right in the middle. And it's like, you did all that and made this incredible machine and cheap out on a jack. Why? Put 2 of them on. It's so much more stable to have one on each side, and it doesn't cost that much to add it on. You know, you put one on this side or that side, well, you can go to the other side, and you can watch them in the videos when the log gets up there, it'll go rocking. It's stupid. I mean, it doesn't cost nothing when you're in a $10,000 to $12,000 machine. What the heck is the point of skimping out on a, you know, $100 jack setup time you get the jack in the metal? do that, and it's way more stable. I didn't understand that. That was one gripe I had about all of them. But under here, you can see it, I really boxed this in off the end of this. Hopefully the camera's picking it up, but put a gusset in it. This is an 18-inch old receiver tube, you know, you can get from Harbor Freight, and I just kind of took the angle across the bottom of the pan, welded up here on the end of the I-beam, and like I said, put the gusset and 2 little stinger legs up. It's solid as can be. Removable tongue, it's out of your way, and it's just behind the catch pan. So I'm very happy with it. It turned out awesome. This is a awesome machine. And that cylinder, someone probably asked, it's a 5-inch by 30-inch stroke. You know, I'm probably gonna build a bigger, badder one later, but I don't really care with the 5-inch cylinder. I know everybody tonnage and power and blah blah blah, and a 30-inch is a complete waste. I'd want, next one I build, I'm gonna buy a cylinder. I'm gonna put a 4-inch 24. That's plenty around here. Even the knots, it'll bust them, and it's a lot faster. And I'm gonna run a 28-gallon-a-minute pump. But I'm happy with this. And the next one will probably be vertical shaft, because you can always get a free engine off a riding mower. Why not use them? They're good motors. You know, versus spending $400 or $500 on one. I mean, you get a free rider or pick one up off Marketplace for 50 bucks sitting there running. That seems like a better option to me. You know, them pumps don't care what position they're in, so why not? There's some of the log splitters out there that are vertical. The next one probably will be. And I'm going to make an adjustable hydraulic wedge on the next one too. This one's fixed. But anyways, that's kind of an overview. One last look and walk around here. Kind of let everybody see. And I took a, kind of boxed that in. You can see I got 2 legs coming up off the box and mounted everything on it. And like I said, I'm very happy with how this turned out. So, you know, leave me your thoughts, what you think. And we are going to run it. I'm getting ready to set this camera up. But figured, I know everybody's been waiting on this, and I know, shame on me. I used it last season too, and I didn't even make a video. Just kind of, whatever. But anyway, it is done. I built it. It's awesome, and that is awesome. I will never ever build one without a log lift again. Anything from here on out is having that. That saves your back so much. Between that and that catch pan, that stupid little box store splitter is a, oh my God, that thing work you to death. It's like going from a Volkswagen to a Ferrari, going from that Swisher to this thing. It's like just, oh, heaven. It's actually a pleasure to split wood now. So anyways, leave me your thoughts, what you think. I'm gonna set this up, get some rounds set up, and we'll run one rack of it through there, and I'll get that all staged up, and we'll run a load through it and see what you think. And I kind of saved my old used motor oil here. When I change my oil, I'll just pour it on this thing for some lube. I mean, it's good enough. Works. It's a greasy old girl anyway. It's kind of got a drip anyway, so until I fix that, there's no point in painting it because the hydraulic fluid will get on everything. But it's very minimal, and if you get it just a hair downhill, it'll self-lubricate. So, anyways, I'm gonna set this up. So, Magic YouTube, be back in a second. So, see you in a second. its glory. So I think it turned out pretty good for building something out of scraps. That is awesome. Can't believe I did without that for so long. And like I said, I'm gonna widen that out and get a 4-way wedge built for it. But considering it was 90% out of scraps and I already had the motor and everything, you know, I didn't hardly have to buy nothing for this. And I traded a little old 22 rifle for it, a little old Cricket, so to start with, and I just kind of built around the center. But you know, it's pretty nice, and 15-inch tires on it. It's pretty tall. This is, if you noticed in the video, I don't stoop over with this. The logs and everything, the rounds are just right there. I built it tall for me. That little bit of stooping over all day long eventually gets to your back. Like I said, going from that little box store wood splitter, that Swisher, to this is just night and day. There is no comparison. It's like I said, going from a Volkswagen to a Ferrari. I mean, it's just insane. And you can get so much done with this. And I do have the parts coming. I'm definitely building a conveyor. For now, I'm just kind of throwing it over here, get all this piled, and got a delivery. I'm gonna stack it all on the truck, go deliver it and dump it. Got other stuff gathered too, dump trailer build coming. I'm trying to make this just as easy as I possibly can, and I've got the parts for the dump trailer, and I've got the parts for the conveyor. That's coming. Then when I get the conveyor done, I can just split right off here and it'll fall right in and just shoot it out. I don't even have to touch it. I don't even have to pick it up and throw it over here. It'll make life so much easier. And then when I get the dump trailer, you know, I can just dump right in it, and there we go. It's full. And like I said, selling wood again, you know, took that welding job and that's over now, so back to this. I'll probably go ahead and just pursue this because I really enjoy being out here doing this stuff. It's nice, it's quiet. I'm out here by myself. It's on the place. You know, we're cleaning that fence row up. It's overgrown, ain't been nothing done with it for 50 years. I mean, it's still, there's still some locust posts in there. Anybody that knows about farm stuff knows about them. How long ago's that been? So, get this done. Eventually gonna put some animals back here. But anyways, that is it. Almost. I know someone's gonna want to know about this. And stay tuned. Like I said, I bought that. I bought that for several reasons. I've had a couple little backhoes, sold them, and ended up buying that one. So Chinese mini excavator stuff, and they do make a log grapple for that, which is, I'm probably definitely gonna go buy that. It's, for the money, for what it is, it's cheap, and it'll be so handy out here. Because what I'm doing, go away, bug. But I'm just kind of grabbing the stuff up here, you know, the logs, and just cutting it right there, and I don't have to bend over my back. It's awesome. Like I said, it's so handy for a lot of things. I used it, took a load of junk off with it the other day, just picking up stuff and loading it in the trailer. So pretty handy. But anyways, this little Hudson Wolverine, getting ready to start on it. I started it up yesterday, getting ready. It got dark on me. Time I got everything dragged out and set up. But I'll do kind of an overview of this. But we'll do a video first of it running. I've got a big load of logs here ready to go. You know, so stay tuned for that, and we'll get all this going. I was going to build one of these, you know, something like this where the winch pulls it up and you process it right off the side. I was looking at these on design, and the Wallenstein has got one a lot like this. But the one thing I like about the Wallenstein better, you can use your own chainsaw. This works, but they've got it set up on a belt drive with an electric clutch, which I would rather have my pull start. Just set up a manual saw. I'll probably modify it later, do a little tweaking. I'll get into what I like and don't like about this later, but it's a real good little machine. It's handy, it's mobile. I can pull it with a four-wheeler, go anywhere I want on the place and set it up and, you know, do raw logs, big long ones. Longer the better, the more you get, less work. But I was going to build something like this, and I probably still will, but there was a dealer just not too far from me, and this come up used with low hours. I mean, I got a deal on it. I just couldn't pass it up. So that's why I bought this, and it's a good little machine. But stay tuned. You're going to get to see that running. I'm going to make a video of that because I know people's been waiting for this. And we'll start using it. And let me know on the wood stuff if you like it or not, you know. I know that wood splitter is way overdue. I finished that a year ago and I just hadn't made a video, and I'm not getting into that and why. But like I said, we'll run that stuff too, and let me know your thoughts on anything that's going on. So I guess that's it for the video. Stay tuned for more log splitter stuff, wood stuff, processor stuff, Chinese mini excavators, bees flying around. So as long as it ain't wasps. But anyways, I guess that's it for this video. So as always, like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.